Welcome back to 30 Minutes. I'm Philip, the newscaster. Today we have a special human interest piece about a growing subculture in America. We go now live to our field reporter, Tony Benjamin, who has more on the story. Tony. Tony, are you in the field? Tony. The field. Tony, the field. Are you in the field, Tony? Tony, are you in the field? The field. Are you in the field? The field. The field. The field. The field. The field.
Thank you, Philip. That's right, Tony Benjamin here, and I've got an inside scoop that will blow your mind. Basically, I found out about a subculture of people who are living here in America, in little towns. Your children could fall subject to their ways. These are people just like you and me. The only difference is they will not tolerate food that is not being eaten right off of the stove. Do you understand what I'm saying, Philip? Philip. Philip, do you understand what I'm saying?
So you're saying they eat food right off of the stove?
Yes, I'm saying I've got the inside scoop on these sick fucking people who are living right here in this house, in little neighborhoods, in little towns, popping up all over America, and they will not tolerate food that's not being eaten right off of the stove. Do you understand what I'm saying? These people will not tolerate food that's not being eaten right off of the stove. It must be piping hot right off of the stove for them to eat it. I'm gonna go in here and find out what makes them tick and what makes them talk. Remember, they are just like you and me. The only difference is they will not eat food that's not right off of the stove. Come on, let's go take a look. Thank you for letting me into your home. That's right, Philip. We're inside the house with these bizarre mental people who eat food right off of the stove.
How would you eat the food?
Why? Why live this lifestyle?
Well, it's healthier.
What you trying to say is, man? I mean, how would you eat the food?
It's healthier. For body.
And you're about to eat dinner right now, is what you're trying to tell me with your little bit tongues, huh?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, well, I mean, we just time of day we all eat dinner.
Why would you do it?
Why? We get home about this time of day, so we eat dinner.
Dinner with family.
Fascinating. I think what they've told me is that they want me to join them in their ritual dinner, where they sit around a stove and eat dinner. And I'm going to sit and join them for this meal. It's going to be fascinating. So here we are at the dinner table where they're about to eat dinner, and because they already are, right off of the stove, and they've set a place for me to eat with them. I'm going to try this food that's right off of the stove and be a part of this culture, if only for today. Ah, it's fucking hot! It's very hot, Philip! I'm gonna try another bit. Oh, it's very hot! Ah, very hot, Philip! I'm burning my mouth! I'm burning my mouth as we speak, Philip! Very hot, Philip! I'm gonna finish the meal out of journalistic integrity, but it's very fucking hot! I can't find it! Why do you do this?
We're gonna have to ask you to leave.
Huh?
We're gonna have to ask you to leave.
I think I've been asked for dessert.
No.
No?
No.
There's a door.
Oh, so you want me to just to leave?
Yeah, wait.
Of course, Philip! It's very difficult for these people who belong to this subculture of people who only eat food right off the stove to eat at a restaurant. So I found a family that's allowed me to come in an undercover look and see what it's like for them to eat food at this very restaurant right behind me, Philip. Of course it's going to be difficult, but we're going to find out exactly how it's accomplished. Follow me! Philip, send the cameraman to follow me. I need someone to... You should be following me right now. All right, we'll go inside.
Hey folks, what can I get for you? I'm sorry? I'm sorry, I can't agree. Didn't get that. I can't understand what
What I'm trying to say is that they want a vegetable stir fry.
Oh, a vegetable stir fry. Thank you.
Now it's a waiting game. Pretty soon, this sick family will go in the kitchen and claim their meal. Alright, we're about to follow the family into the kitchen where they're gonna get their food. Right off the stove. Shh, take a look. These people are just like you and me, except they refuse to eat food unless it's directly off of the stove. Back to you, and then cut right back to me. Philip, what I've obtained here is an exclusive interview with a woman who's a single mother of 7 children. 7 children! And she is about to join that sub-community, that culture that exists in this country of people who refuse to eat food unless it's piping hot right off of the stove. First of all, you have 7 children. Am I right?
Yeah.
Well, that's a bloody lot of children, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, why would you take these children and yourself, who's a lovely girl, right? A beautiful little lady like you and your children, and have yourselves join a community of people, animals, who eat food right off of the stove?
Well, I just think it's a really great community, really wholesome, and I want me and my kids to be a part of it.
Right, but there's like a lot of great communities out there, right? Of people, nice people, normal people, who don't eat food that's right off of the stove and hot and so burn their mouths and blisters, right? Why? Why don't you join one of them? Why would you join this community?
Well, I just think it's a really great community and group of people, and I want me and my kids to be a part of it.
I don't think you're getting the question. The question is, why would you take your babies, the tiny little babies that came out of your body, and why would you take them and subject them to a lifestyle where they have to blister their face up, they can't even talk because they're eating food right off of the stove? Why? Why this community?
Well, I just think it's a really great community, and it's very wholesome, and I want me and my kids to be a part of it.
I don't understand it. This woman is mental. She's just like you and me, except she's about to bring her family into a life where they eat food right off of the stove.
Thank you very much, Tony. And now, breaking news. Huge story. Very, very tragic. This one's going to go down in the record books, ladies and gentlemen. This might be one of the worst, most horrific things that has ever happened in history. And you need to know about it. This cannot wait. This instant, this minute, you need to know how important and horrible this thing is. And we will tell you about it when we come back. Please stay tuned.